The housing stabilization in Minnesota is not going anywhere, contrary to the rumors out there. The housing is here to stay. In fact, it was just in the news a few days ago. Legislator was saying they have secured millions more dollars for it. The problem is the providers. In this business, from what I understand, there are a lot of young people who are providing these services, a lot of young entrepreneurs. And for some reason, they're not taking it serious. And when you don't take Medicare and Medicaid serious, it's the end of your business in the industry. So I'm going to go ahead and do some overview. This is just information on the website, but pay attention to what I'm telling you here, because it's business is here to stay, but you're not guaranteed you'll be a part of it if you don't follow the rules and regulations. Housing Stabilization Services is a medical assistance benefit that is here to help people with disability and seniors find and keep housing. Diagnosis codes for housing stabilization services. That means you must have a diagnosis. It's a developmental disability, a learning disability, a mental disability, a physical disability, or a chemical dependence. Those are the diagnoses. So who qualifies for matters big deal. So you make sure your client qualifies for the services. The following documentation requirements are outlined in this law, statutes. I'm not going to go through, but in general, documentation may be collected and maintained electronically or on paper by providers and must be produced upon request by the department. Okay, they must be in English and they must be legible. Okay, don't be scribbling crap that no one can read. If the services is reimbursed hourly or minute-based, documentation must include the date the documentation occurred, the day and month and the year the service was provided, the start and stop times with AM and PM designation, except for person-centered planning services, the service name, description of the service provided, the name, signature, and title of the service provider. If you're providing the services for remote, then you must include the method of the contact and the place of services. So, what are the rates? The housing consultation rate is $174.22 for procedure code T2024U8 modifier per session. Housing transitioning is $17.17 per 15 minutes. Same thing with housing sustaining, and moving expenses is up to $3,000 and you bill per unit. By the way, what people are messing up, the people are messing up is the documentation. You must document. It clearly says you must document exactly what timesheet has. If you're not documenting this right, they will come and ask for their money back and chase you around in the parking lot. So if you're not using a system, or if your system is not letting you customize this the way you want it, Softiya does customize exactly the covered tasks, supporting a person to make an informed choice, and so on and so on. You must select or write one of those things because that's what's covered. If you're not selecting the services that's covered, then you're doing something that's not covered. All right. So I hope you guys make smart choices, be in business, but make sure you make the smart choices and be on top of your documentation. Again, if you're not using a system, or if you don't like your system because it's not letting you do what's required, you can move on to softiya.com and actually allow you to bill for the service exactly what you did, and check off the tax that you've been providing and document the appropriate services needed.